All right, Sharks TV, welcome back. We are at the 2019 NTLs, and I'm here with a man, Frank Bondolfi, who has been part of the Sharks fabric and Gold Coast Sharks fabric for a very long time. Frank, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Tristan.
Excellent, man. Yeah. So how long have you been coming to NTLs?
Since the very beginning, 1997.
Boom,
so,
awesome.
Yeah, every year, so as a player beforehand, and then become into with the coaching and things like that right through the ranks. So.
Excellent. So you've seen some big changes with NTLs over the years?
Massive changes, yeah. But through the, when we started off very young as a very new region, through the ranks, and we just brought up a lot of the juniors coming through the ranks, and then when we brought up our 20s and things like that, you could see the progression, how they became very, very good players, and you can see all our trophies they have. We won so many trophies in our, from women's open to men's open, things like that. Just that transition.
Yep,
yeah,
sure. Yeah, so Frank was when Gold Coast Touch was actually called Gold Coast Sharks. We had here before it came South Queensland Sharks.
That's correct.
And I was lucky enough to go to Canberra and see the wall that has all the wins we've had every year. Yeah. And when Frank was in charge of the young girls team, there's a streak going through there, isn't there, Frank?
There is, yeah.
There's a streak to be proud of.
Yeah.
With Frank bringing through a lot of the young players that end up playing in Australian teams.
Yeah. We had some wonderful players in those days, like young players coming through from schools right through our juniors, because in those days it was 15s, 17s,
yep.
And then we went 19s, but then we went 20s, and I had the luxury of becoming the 20s coach, and we had some wonderful players going through the ranks who went on to become good A-grade players. But we were on a roll, like when we won 5 in a row, then we had a lull, then we won 2 more, so it was nice to win, but that was the progression of those girls becoming great A-grade players because of that standard, but they all wanted to play with Sharks, didn't
Sharks
they?
on their top, that's right, mate.
Yeah.
And we've found now, so this year we've got 2 women's open teams, 2 men's open teams and a mixed open team, so 5 teams in our opens program, and we're lucky enough to have you supporting all the teams this weekend.
Yeah.
Do you like what you're seeing?
Oh, look, I'm loving it. Look, like the young women's side we got there, the second side, look, they're not winning many games, but just what they're learning from playing hard games, they're the only B team in an A-grade competition. Yeah. And they're only getting beaten by 1 or 2 touchdowns,
Their last 2 games down by 1 on each game.
Yes, So they are learning as they're playing, which is great to see, and look, and we've got new coaches that are coming through the ranks as well, and it's all progression for everybody, isn't it? Coaching, players, everybody like that through the ranks, which is nice to see at Sharks, isn't it?
It's awesome, mate. We've had some really good coach development and youth development over the last few years. Yeah. And it's really nice to have people like Frank that have been around Sharks, and he's part of the Sharks crew that come and do the big setup. Yeah. Where recently you've had to move to Woolgoolga, which is nearby.
Yes,
You've had a little bit to do with Woolgoolga Touch. Big shout out to Frank's local community. Yeah. And you're working with the local teams up here.
Yeah, just helping out a little bit, and things like that. But like it's very, very country, and it's hard to get players to come and play in those little associations. But you try and help them out because they just haven't got the experience what we've got on Gold Coast and Sharks.
Yeah, mate.
But you just help them out in any way you can, and they love it that I'm being there just to help them out, just to guide them and show them a few little specifics how they should be playing the game, especially with our community. There's a lot of Indians in the community, so
awesome.
And they love it.
Yep.
So
good ball skills, good hands.
Yeah, hey. They got quick feet, it's hard to understand the language a little bit, but you get there, but it's good. But they treat you as one of them, and they're lovely people. Yeah, it's good.
Awesome, mate. Sounds great, Frank. Yeah. Well, I'm sure we'll see you helping out the Sharks teams. Like we said, we've got 7 out of 11 teams playing in the finals. Yeah. So looking forward to a big last couple of days, mate.
All right. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much,
no
Frank.
worries,
it's been
Thanks,
awesome.
Mate. Thanks, mate.